Ka Committee on Government Assurance ka MHPO ka MCCL Legislative Assembly haya khmat yong chairman Urenik tan lengdo tongkhar delang wakid khot wakan thup yaw Gabriel wa alang MLA wa Matthew B Kurba MLA dalahir pai ki ya mamlu chera Siemens Limited wa MHSORA hak arpa khonde tari uni ubenai ka committee de yaklam go waki he wa pai yakani ka kharkhana ka sarkar ka wada perkhat wa khang no ka he wada ya phlu ki ya igi wa ye ule de wa emlang ka managing director ka MCCL ka WAM bun u chief general manager ka MCCL uki lengdo delang wa kiwi Urenik ton depan sengau ye wam MU kermen di upan kai im yakni ka kharkhana nakidawa bun kam jole wa pen krek kam ya kale mani wasat bah tang wakid khot ka committee de menjur ki wotorwa cha ka sarkar wa pen kala yakni ka kharkhana cha ka museum we ki thau sa na mok ki quarter ka MCCL upan man ki kam ka resort de wa perkhat le wo ikti upala yakni ka resort kam jo ka museum da ki wa krek ka ni hi ka kharkhana Urinik tonda ongu wadai wapen kala yakani ka kharkhana kam ka thau unki suri daman pathan ko wapen mi poisa ne bha kani ka thau man ko wamian kam ju ka kharkhana le to ko wadang chike dang scam we ki thau sa le man ki wamiat we tumpra ki dawman i wasep ai Neliang Matthew B Kurba da khanau ye waman ya jan bha u wa ka MCCL hagis nem chi jar khande spak ni pakhunde usnem ar hajar we man i wasngau si wa khang no yakani ka kharkhana ne bha daw em bon ki wadu kre kam te de banjuru ye ni wada terwa wo pen kala no yakani ka kharkhana cha ka museum yo pen ne pen sa ka we ki wa kre yo ye ki upalai yakani ka thau Ukabrir wa alang le depan sengau ye sengau si wo khang yakani ka kharkhana ka sarkar we de kermen wa ka sarkar da wanra ko ka lat yarap ye ki wa kre kani ka MCCL la de khang no yaka
We all know that we are at the closing stage of this factory. The government has been trying several times to revive this factory, but we know that the problem of this factory, which is to everybody, to the government and to each one of us also, we still don't see any hope to revive this factory and to come up again. Of course, we still remember the days, those days, where MCCL is the only cement in Meghalaya, and we all, even though the private cement has come, but we still want MCCL, and we have trust so much to MCCL cement that MCCL is the best cement that time. I'm very happy to see the picture here in front of us that time this factory has given dividend to the government, and of course we wish that such kind of ceremony should happen again, but as we all know, due to the competition, we have got lots of cement factories in the state of Meghalaya as of now, so it is difficult to to get the time that we got those years where there is no cement factory. So that time MCCL enjoyed monopoly, but now MCCL is facing big competition in the market after the lots of cement factory has come up in the state of Meghalaya. So we understand the problem, and that's why we are here also today to come and see from the Committee of Assembly. We just want to see the present situation of MCCL, but we are happy to see. We do not expect to see the condition of this building, of this premises as it is today. We thought it is full dirty, we will just see from outside. We do not expect that we are able to come inside the building, and I'm happy to express that we are here in this premises, in this meeting, in this building, and we are having a meeting in this room now, which is very much convenient to all of us. I'm very happy to see that even the staff today, they are there, they are in the rooms, in the respective table, and we could see that they are still maintaining cleanliness in their own respective tables and chairs that they are sitting. So, of course, I have, while observing, while seeing the beauty of this area, of course, before I just see from outside, we know how beauty is this place, and we know the tourists that are coming every day. Hundreds, thousands of tourists are coming to Cherrapunji every day, and while seeing also the the condition of this factory, and we know that the government is planning to scrap this factory, to close down this factory, and to dismantle. And it has been dismantled also. The old one, I think it has been dismantled. We have this new one which has not been dismantled and is still remaining like this. I don't know whether members they agree with me, but by observing at the beauty of this place, seeing the good quarters of this MCCL, looking at the building that it's there, looking at those plant and machinery that has been installed, I feel like it is sad if we dismantle it. So my idea, I don't know the members if you agree, and even the officers who are here, if we can keep this as a museum, I think it will be very, very good. If we can keep this as museum, because if we sell at one time as a scrap, how much the government will get? How many lakhs? How many crores we will get? But if we keep this as a museum, and if we have one resort, you see we have got already so many rooms. Those quarters can be converted as cottages. Yes. So I think I may not wrong to say that the government or people from here will generate big revenue from that if we can convert this into a tourism destination by having a resort, by utilizing the building that we have here, the quarter that we have, and the machineries, the plant and machinery and the factory may be converted as a museum. People will come and walk to see, and especially people who want to learn. People who want to learn to see how cement factory is being made. They will come to see, like the young entrepreneurs who want to see how cement factory is being made. They will come to see and to learn from this.
Saying today that we are going to dismantle and losing of jobs, that is the most important factors that we have. It's very hurtful. Like losing job is not so easy, especially at your age. It's not so easy to run, and I think that the government will come with a good package, even though if they are closing down. So we come here. It's just one thing, that not that we just come here and visit, and then we just end up. But what we are coming here to see and get your view also at the same time, so that we can proceed ahead with the government to give our view from the assurance committee. Because this assurance committee, it is not a committee that we just come here. It has been assured in the floor of the house by the minister. That's why we visit. It is not like we just visit. It is the assurance that we given by the minister when we ask the question about the status of the MCCL. They have given an assurance that they will give you the best.
Everyone who has been earning their living from this place, so like Sarah was telling, convert it into a museum. Yes, it is a very nice idea, very good idea. Like people can just come. Like you see, like this Taj Mahal, who built the Taj Mahal? Then King built it. They explain how they make it. So maybe when they come here, somebody, a guide will be there, will be telling, this is how it is made. This factory has been made such year. Then it is like a history of MCCL. It becomes a museum. And also those quarters, they are so nice looking quarters, made with Swara stone mostly. They are really strong, except the roof money. Maybe they can make like all guest house, every room, every quarter can be converted into like this big colony, will be like a tourist resort. But all the staff who have been working here, they can be engaged to run this whole MCCL campus and that museum as well.
This, as we have, as a further extension of what we have discussed there in the factory, the wet process is a system where it would have worked, say, 20 years back. If you go by the global standards, even now, there's not a single plant in the entire world which is still continuing with the wet process. They have totally converted to dry. Even ACC, when they had come here in 1990, when they had done the reactivation of this area, at that time they were running wet process plants. There were 16 plants in all locations, in various locations in India. And they were massive plants. It was not just a small plant like ours. They were running at 3,000 tons per day, 4,000 tons even at that time. 16 plants in all and running profitably all over. But even they followed the global norm where ultimately they shifted to the dry process. Because there are pros and cons. In the wet process, the cost of production, because of coal is a major source of fuel for wet process kiln. Because as our Baz already explained, right from the slurry, you have to first make that powder and the limestone that we have crushed into a slurry. Then you burn it in the kiln. So a lot of heat has to go in thing. Whereas in the dry process, it is basically your dry material, which is maybe you have to again dry it in a cold dryer or something, or in a system where you keep it dry and then you run it. So the cost, that way the cost of production would have come down. And of course, in the dry process nowadays with so much of technology and instrumentation and these microprocessor-based equipments and all that, they can literally save a lot of energy and power. Basically, everybody works for reduction in the electrical consumption and in the process consumption. So it is only in this dry process that the system would have run and would have been viable and running profitably. We would have been able to run the wet process had there been no stoppage and all. We could have run and then, but at what cost? We had series of board meetings and all, where even in the board meetings, when we used to talk that we have made production of so and so in a month, so and so a year, the members, the directors, even the chairman and all used to make at what cost? Because the cost keeps on increasing. We are able to pay salaries, employees are happy, but then the liabilities are also increasing day by day. The cost of these welding electrodes, cost of gas, they keep on increasing. And of course, the plant, as I was saying, 10 years we ran it profitably, but then by 2006-07, the profitability has started dipping. Why? Because at that time, we could not generate enough production to sustain. And then also, why we went to the dry process, one is of course, other plants have started coming, putting plants in Lomshno and all. There's a dry process plant. Stassman, in that period of 2004-05, they came up with that. So the management also, both the board and management thought that this is the only way forward. If we have to think of 10 years, 15 years, of course, the other catch was that in our case, the problem is that we didn't have the funds to go full steam into this new system. We had to run the old plant, generate funds from there, and also share it with the new plant. And at the same time, we depended, of course, on government funds also, but at that time, government funds came, but then in a very staggered manner. So we not able. In fact, when we started the new plant, there were times when the suppliers started giving us supplies, and then it was almost in credit because we couldn't pay them in. Okay. And we had to take bank loan. We cannot just think. We took bank loan for this also, this new project. So we had there was one point in time that even the bank loans had to be stopped because we cannot repay the loans. There was a sharing basis, no? So suppose we have to pay 10 crores. So 7 crores we have to pay, 3 crores the bank would pay with interest, of course. So even that also we could not do anymore at 1 crore. So those all were the reasons. And then the old process at that time when the new process started, we could not divert funds anymore for the old plant. So systems kept on deteriorating. So we are running, but then again at what cost? So we had 3 kilns. From 3 kilns we came down to 1 kiln. We shut down 1 kiln, that means the oldest. By 1990, 1991, 92, we shut down then these kilns. There were only 2 kilns left. And these 2 kilns also, it is not that always we were running 2 kilns. In the better part of the year, we were running 1 kiln at a time. We run 1 kiln, we stop the other thing, we do maintenance, and then but costs are involved, no? Manpower is involved because there are 2 kilns, so separate manpower for the kiln. Not only the kiln, even the entire line. That means coal mills, These are all associated differently. So these are costs. I mean, you're running, but the costs are high.
For me, the closure of this factory is very bad news in one way. If and unless the government think it otherwise, how to make this place. When the people were crying on the street, they were telling the MCCL is the Plengja of the Sora and this region. And myself as a staff, as a workers in this place, I came here not only to get my salary. That is true. We come here to get a job. We come here to get salary and get paid, and we feed our families. But the main thing is that when we are getting our incomes and we are happy, the people were happy because the factory earlier in 1997 when I reached here, we got limestone from our own very adjacent area, and then coal we are getting from the local areas that serve people. The people, they were getting job by supplying all this coal, and then limestone we are having our own mines. That is another issue. But clay and all we are getting. In those times, I heard from the seniors, they were telling that even the iron ore they were getting from the villagers, they were collecting iron ores and supplying to the site. And even in this new plant also, we were using iron ore. Those were also a source of income for some people. That's why this factory is a main source of income for many people, not only for us the workers here. That's why it makes us so tense and sleepless. Not only thinking for ourselves. Of course, we have to think for our family, for our children. We have to feed them. Now we are going through this one too. That is very. I cannot explain it.